Down. Okay. Okay. Welcome. This is like episode 4 now, right?
We're on 4.
Yeah, episode
One
4.
month?
I mean, close to basically a month after your Coachella special. So as I hinted in the previous episode, you went on Coachella last week, and I'm in Hawaii
Yep.
for the following week. I actually returned back on Friday, but it's already been an adventure. And
You were
I
there
can't
for
wait to
2 days
jump in.
already now, I think.
I mean, it's always an adventure whenever I go to Hawaii, but this one was quite special in the sense that this I don't know if I have if I'm going to screenshot it in post production.
You're going to have
But
to tell the
let's-
audio only listeners.
Oh,
What you
yeah,
got.
yeah, of course. I mean, I'll describe it. It's it's actually the first time it's ever happened. I brought my surfboard a few times already to Hawaii, and I always fly Hawaiian, and they've been really good with their bag policy and the surfboard policy.
Oh man, is this the last
And
time you're going to be flying Hawaiian?
no, it's not gonna be the last time I'll be flying Hawaiian.
Because it's
actually-
under Alaska now.
Well, yeah, but it's still Alaska Hawaiian. Like, it's still fine. I mean, it's actually, I think it's been great. This merger has been very friendly and been positive. But let me start off. So, I guess this would be like the negative, but it's also kind of a positive in the sense that I learned something new about Alaska/Hawaiian surfboard policy and their lost baggage policy. It's so got on the flight, no problem. Arrived here in Hawaii at the airport, and I have an air tag in my surfboard bag. I think that's like one of the most amazing things. So as I arrive, I get to the check baggage claim, and I go, and you just go on your phone, right, and you just go find my iPhone, and you can find all your other stuff. So
Right.
I was standing there. I was like, all right, just gotta wait for my surfboard.
How hard is it to find a surfboard? It's a very unique piece of
No,
checked
no, no.
luggage
Like-
that comes through, no?
Yeah, it comes through, but you have to wait because someone has to bring it.
Right.
It's oversized. It's not gonna roll, in that thing that rolls with all the other luggage. So someone has to bring it.
Oh,
So
I
I
see.
usually just stand there and I just wait, and I check, and for about like 10 minutes, I was checking. I was like, oh, it's at Terminal 2. And I'm like, oh, I'm at Terminal 1, so it's probably on its way. And then, I was just like, kind of standing there reading the location again. I was like, maybe it hasn't updated. So I keep checking. Then I notice, this is the part. It didn't hit me until about 15 minutes later. I'm so glad I have the air tag. Otherwise, I think I would have waited probably an hour until the last baggage. So I look at it, and it said San Diego. And I was like, what? Am I reading this right? It's in San Diego. It doesn't make any sense. That's in San Diego. And then that's when I went up to one of the Alaskan, I guess, Hawaiian,
Help desk.
help desk. I guess one of the staff members. I just stand there by baggage claim, and then he's like, "Yeah, this sometimes happens. It just ends up missing the flight." I was like, "What? It misses the flight? That's possible?" So basically, what happens is if it missed the flight, they'll reroute it to catch another flight. But the funny thing I thought was, why wouldn't it catch like a later flight at San Jose or something? Because that's where I fly out of. It caught a flight to San Diego, and then it caught a flight to Hawaii. So I thought that was very interesting, where it flew to San Diego and flew to Hawaii, and they took really good care of it. They tracked it all the way. Like, we checked in there's still at least an hour before boarding, not boarding, but an hour before like the flight leaves, and they just ended up like forgetting that to load it up. So let's say the plane was
How?
departing at about 8. it was going to depart like 8:05 or something, and then they were tracking like when they were going to load it onto the plane and everything. It was like 7:58 was when they realized, hey, this is not going to make the flight, as they were getting ready to load it because the plane's about to leave. So then I guess at that point, I mean, you know, in the history of the company, this happened, so they have procedures and steps. So then they decided, send it to San Diego, catch a flight from there to Hawaii, and I have to give it up to, gotta give props to Hawaiian. They ended up sending it the same day, and then I was able to receive it at 9 p.m. the same day here in Hawaii.
How long of a difference did you have to wait
I
between
really
you
didn't.
arriving and it arriving?
I mean, it was just like, you know, like 6 hours, 7 hours, something like that. 8 hours, I don't remember, but it was the same day at least. I didn't have to wait till the next morning, and they delivered it to a hotel. So
wow.
Originally, their original Hawaiian policy was I have to go back to the airport to pick it up. But as part of this Alaskan-Hawaiian merger, they deliver it to the hotel. So that was a
That's very interesting.
Pretty cool experience. So I'm very happy about it. It arrived. I packed it really well, so there was no damage, and turned out to be quite an experience.
Airline staff member that you saw, or did they just drop it off at the hotel? The hotel called you to pick it up.
No. So here's the second part of that. So I was falling asleep. It was like they called me around dinner time, about 6 o'clock, and they're like, "Oh, we'll get it to you. We'll try to get it to you today." And then about like 8:30, I was in bed. I was falling asleep, but then just randomly, I decided to again track it using Find My iPhone, and it was 2 minutes away. I was like, "Whoa, it's actually going to be here at the hotel." And then by the time I got downstairs to the front desk, I see it. It's at the car park, the valet, and I see it because it's a surfboard, right? It's just standing up. I run to it, and I was like, it's mine. It's me. I'm Jack. And I was just so excited to get my board and not have to deal with a rental and all that, and all my surf gears with it. So it was like a negative turned positive experience. So at first I was like, oh, my surfboard. It's going to probably get thrown around a bit, but it arrived all in one piece, same day. So, I mean, great experience overall. I mean, good customer service. So,
hey, shout out to Alaskan Hawaiian.
Yeah, it kind of all worked out. So, I'm still at the beginning of the trip. I've only been here for a couple days, so I'm looking forward to the rest of the work week.
Would you have
here.
surfed that first day you arrived, though, if you had your surfboard?
No, I always do because of the time difference. So I ended up getting a rental for an hour and a half, and just ended up paddling out there. Like it's almost impossible for me to like not go out to and like just sit there and not paddle out. Like I fly all this way, and I just got to get in the water.
Oh, that's
somehow.
good. So you at least got some surfing the first day.
Yep. And here's the other part that kind of sucks that I learned. So there were recently hurricanes here that hit the Big Island. And how I found out was usually one of my favorite things to eat here is papaya. And I found it so strange that there's no papaya anywhere in any of the stores. So I ended up just asking one of the clerks at the ABC store, like, what happened? Why is there no papaya? And he explained to me the weather that was affected the Big Island, and that's where all the papaya is grown. And it just wiped them all out, which I was just shocked.
Wow.
Like it's something that you can have year-round here in Hawaii, and I'm not the only one. I guess other people also enjoy eating papaya. They come at Hawaii because Hawaiian papaya is different from the Mexican papaya that you find back in the mainland.
I don't think I've had Hawaiian papaya before.
You can buy it in mainland. It's just you could get it at Costco. It's like a smaller version of papaya. So, But that's kind of the start of my trip. So I'll have more in the next episode when I conclude my trip. But so far, I love Hawaii. Like there's
What island are you on?
That's why I come. I'm Oahu. I'm
Okay.
just staying. How do I say? I've always stayed at Moana Surfrider right next to the beach, and I just go and grab my board and I surf. But I always love being here.
Yeah, I've only been there twice, and to Hawaii in general, it's only been Oahu. I haven't been anywhere else yet.
We haven't been able to go together.
I know.
Maybe one of these days we could get you on the surfboard and everything. But
We tried before.
Yeah, but that's different. Hawaii is different. It's warm water. You don't have to wear a wetsuit, and it's just different. Much more gentle and calmer to learn it. But how was your last day back? Or I guess not last day. Your
My last
transition
Sunday,
back
my
to
last
work.
day.
Yeah. Yep.
I'll at least say, like, my last day at Coachella, we spent a lot of the time just wandering around the grounds, the festival grounds, just to see what freebies we can still get.
Freebies.
Yeah, they have a
what
lot
were
of
some-
booths. So like Medicube is there. They have other like face mask and
Face mask.
yeah, Medicube does face mask and like face care items. There's like Method was also another one. You know, like the body wash stuff that you
Okay.
could see at Target, I think. And there was like some other booths that we didn't go to, but like those were the ones we tried to hit up. But then I realized like they ran out of product the last day, obviously.
Yeah, I'm
But
pretty
we
sure
just went into
everybody
them just to see what it's like inside, and it's interesting. They let you sample products and whatnot. But other than just trying to get like the freebies, I did at least hit up the.
What's the best freebie that you got?
As an Amex card holder, there is an Amex booth, so you can go inside the Amex area, and then they give you a free bucket hat that says Coachella.
You got a bucket
X
hat that says
American Express.
Coachella.
Yeah,
I can't wait to see you wear that bucket hat.
that was like the item I was looking forward to getting the most because I saw it's free and it's for Amex card holders only. So
Okay.
we also bought some Amex only swag. So like we got like a Coachella bag and two other like items. I think one was a hat and another was like a scarf or a bandana that was total like $65. I thought wasn't bad because everything else would be like incredibly overpriced.
So that's your swag. That you got at Coachella was a bandana
And a hat and a bag.
and a hat and a bag.
Yeah.
At least there's. I think you picked a good one to. I mean, I don't think there's really a bad Coachella, but I feel like the lineup was pretty good.
Yeah, I still like the bucket hat the most overall. It was free, and I don't know. There's something about it just because it's Amex as well. I guess it's just
Yeah.
that perk of feeling exclusive. But I know there's tons of Amex card holders over there too, so it is what it is. But that last day, there's 3 main bands or group stages we wanted to hit up. One was Leve, the other one Subtronics, and the last one was Big Bang.
Yeah, and how was that performance?
So, Leve, we stayed for about like 10 minutes or 10 to 15 minutes, I'd say, because Subtronics was also playing at the same time. So I also wanted to check them out too. I'm not very versed in the EDM world, so I didn't realize that Subtronics was going to draw as huge of a crowd as it did. Like, it spanned it out way out of its like set stage area. So like you can barely feel the music, and there's also like the Do Lab next to it that was just for whatever reason just like blasting way louder than like anything else in the area too. So unfortunately we walked over there and didn't really get to enjoy the set because there's just so many people there anyway. And we just started to look for food instead. Because we needed to head back. So it was, we go to Leve, then we go to Subtronics, which is at the other end. And then we would have to walk back to where Leve was, because that's where Big Bang plays.
So, okay, you seem to be having these side quests, which is to find food.
Yeah,
And-
because I am always hungry.
Okay, all right. So after you got through Coachella, you looked for food. What would you say was the best thing that you ate at Coachella?
There was, I did not save the name of the place, but there was this pizza that I actually liked, because it was like, they're like giant pizza squares, and I got really lucky. I ordered like a cheese square, and they gave me like, the last block of a pizza, but they said that, oh, it's too small, so we'll give you an additional like regular piece as well. So for like $14, I got like 2 decently sized pizza squares.
That's a good deal.
So I felt pretty good about that. But I'd say overall, like the best food I had was the Laotian food I had on Saturday, the mango sticky rice, because they gave a variety of like different rices or different rice, and like the mango themselves are fresh, and the coconut milk they poured onto it was pretty good too. So those were my favorite items from Coachella.
So that was a vendor, a
Yeah.
food truck like setup, or what was it?
They had like it was inside like a stall, a row of stalls. It wasn't really like a food truck, because these were all like areas that seemed like they were prepared ahead of time. They weren't just like stand-up booths, it looked like to me. So you could just walk up to one of the stands, I guess, and order your food. So it's like a whole row. It's almost like a outdoor eating area, not
Okay.
like food market type though.
Got it. Okay, so I know you already said that this was kind of a once in a lifetime. You just do it once, but overall, I mean, if you were given like free tickets, I mean not free tickets, but like, would you pay for the experience again?
No. It's so exhausting.
Oh, straight up no.
I did enjoy Big Bang. That was the one I was looking forward to the most, and I'm glad they got to see them after like following them or like enjoying the music when they first started with their like original albums of Lies, Haru Haru, and Fantastic Baby, Blue, all those songs I grew up with. Sucks that they didn't have like the normal amount of members they normally have due to a lot of things that happened to their past. But it was still a very enjoyable performance, and I'm glad my friend, he actually like went up to like the stage area to check like how many seats or like what's the like space we got around us, because we got to enjoy them more up front than we were at another spot that we were watching Leve from. But my negative for that would just be I am sick right now. I got the
sick from
Coachella cough
Coachella?
that, yeah. So like I think Thursday I started feeling like a little sick. I got a scratchy throat and all that, and I'm like, this is probably the Coachella cough. Probably go away. Friday I had to actually work from home because I felt pretty tired, and like I started
Oh, this
coughing
has been
more.
a week, right? Yeah, it's been a week already.
Been a few days. So like yesterday and today I've been feeling worse. So I guess that's my negative. My body isn't able to handle like 3 days of like sleep debt like that anymore, and then go to work and just like try to resume a normal schedule.
You're 10 years younger than me, or 9 years younger than me, and you can't handle it.
Nope. I mean, sleeping at like 4 every day, and then getting up and out at like, or getting up at 10 to 11 at most. I mean, I'm up before that, but like actually leaving the hotel and like actually going out to do stuff, like 3 days in a row, I think my body's pretty tired. And like going back to work as well, I think it finally all hit me.
So Monday you just went straight to. When did you leave on Sunday?
I left Monday morning at 4 or at like
So you
2:30.
left Monday morning
Immediately
at
after
2
the
a.m.
last act.
So you just jumped in your car and drove
Yeah, I
home.
packed up the hotel room and left because I know there was gonna be traffic on the way back. So I'm like, let's just book it and like get home, get back to work. Because again, that Monday morning, like the same work day and us leaving Coachella, I think I slept at like
Oh,
4:30
yeah, that
again
would
still.
be that you would leave at 2:30. It takes like 2 hours to get there,
Hour and a half with no
hour and a
traffic.
half, and then that'll be like 4 a.m. and then you got to go to the office at.
Yeah, I went later in the office, so I got there around like 10.
Yeah, that's a tough turnaround.
Yeah. So then I also didn't wake up or sleep the whole time because I had to wake up here and there just to like approve time cards. But I guess the system was doing maintenance, so when I woke up and looked at the time cards, I couldn't log in. So I'm like, dang it, I woke up for nothing.
Oh, that reminds me, I need to approve time cards as well on Monday.
So I didn't get to sleep well and like try to resume my normal work life schedule on a weekday. I think my body just called it quits finally and told me, hey, get some rest.
Okay. So I know I'm on vacation and I'm still in the middle of vacation, and Hawaii is always it's one of my favorite places. But how about you? What's your positive takeaway for this past week?
My positive takeaway is that I at least did Coachella and can call it one and done. And just knowing that I saw the act. I'm going to say that I at least got to see Justin Bieber live. I know there's millions of people that did. And I got to say that Big Bang, I got to see them
I watched
live.
it on YouTube.
Those were the ones I knew, were most familiar with. And I'm glad to
So I'll
those
say for the
as done.
Justin Bieber performance, I actually like his live performance song of Yukon better than the recorded studio, like the album version. The live recording is much like it sounds like his voice.
Yeah.
So I like the live version.
Yeah, the live performance of Justin Bieber, I get why he did that. I feel like not a big fan, but like at least a fan, you can really hear his singing talent when it's live, and like I like that it was just him for the most part singing his songs because it really showcases his talent better.
Yeah.
And then Big Bang was just full of energy, and it brought me back to like good old times, like 20 years ago.
Big Bang was. I listened to it when was it like 2000s.
2007 was when 2006 I think when they debuted because this year is their 20th anniversary.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember listening to their songs too. Yeah.
Yeah, so I got to cross that off my list. And I guess
I
off my wife's
remember
list too.
YG Family before G Dragon. He was just G Dragon.
Yep, he was just G Dragon. There's
And
also Seven, that I'm very familiar with. He was actually like my number one artist for a long time, next to Rain. But there's also
Jin Yushan.
Yep.
There's a bunch of YG Entertainment acts
Teddy.
from then. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I knew that G Dragon sometimes was a feature artist in Seven's like live performance. I wish I could just throw a shout out to like Seven out there when he was on stage because I feel like Seven's like he's in the dark now, and I wish I could just like give him a shout out, have him followed Seven for so long.
Wait, does this mean the G Dragon's like your age?
I looked him up. He's actually 37.
He's 37? Oh
Yeah.
my god. That's like I just remember him being a little kid. I didn't realize he was actually that old.
Yeah, I think Seven is your age.
Wow. I mean, that's K-pop from way back.
I know. So I feel like I get to close another chapter of my life after watching Big Bang. It's not Seven, but I'll take Big Bang.
Yeah.
Because
that's.
I mean, as a
that
kid,
makes
I didn't think I'd ever see these guys perform over here in the U.S. Because as a kid, it's like K-pop. What's K-pop?
Yeah. K-pop didn't get it's not as popular as it is today, and they didn't do concerts in the States.
Yeah, there was
Didn't
no
go worldwide
world
yet.
tours.
Yeah.
And for all I knew, they were just going to stay local to Asia.
Yeah.
So it would take something really big to happen for them to be in the U.S. So I'm glad they're that popular.
Yeah, I'm glad K-pop's this popular. I think today my wife was just watching K-pop Demon Hunters again, and I ended up watching it in pieces once again.
I still haven't watched that.
You have Netflix, right?
Yes
No?
and no. The account belongs to my sister-in-law's fiance. He does log into our Apple TV for us, but for whatever reason, sometimes Apple TV just logs out of the account.
Yeah.
So like,
Because there's too many logins. It does
I have to like ask him for him to log in if I wanted to watch something on Netflix. So that means I haven't watched the shows I've been wanting. All the shows I've watched on Netflix are on pause.
Yeah. And I just say it's on my workout playlist. There's songs from the movie, even though I haven't officially watched the entire movie all in one sitting.
I think her name EJ. She did sing "Golden" with Cat's Eye on the Friday.
Were
of
you there
Coachella.
for that performance?
No, that's when we were still driving in.
Oh, yeah.
But she did perform there.
Yep. All right, that's kind of a wrap for this episode. Next week, I'll conclude my Hawaii trip, so I'll have more to talk about and share with you. But I do hope you get well,
Yeah.
and recover from your Coachella cough.
One thing my body kind of sucks at is recovering from illness. It usually takes me like 3 to 5 days, sometimes longer.
Hey, just gotta work on your health.
I don't know if
well.
it's because I don't sleep enough or I rarely
Get
sleep.
enough
So
sleep.
we'll see.
Get enough sleep, eat well, and give your body the nutrients it needs to take care of itself.
Well, this is also going to be an interesting week because my in-laws will be in before they fly back home.
Oh, here's the thought. Here's a random thought I had when I was on this trip. I was telling Jane, like, when your in-laws are here in the United States, we should fly over to Japan and Airbnb at their house or your in-laws' house and pay them or something instead of checking in the hotel.
The only thing with that is they usually call like the gas company and electric companies to like turn off the services because otherwise it costs them. It's not cheap over
I'm
there,
just saying.
so-
I'm not saying we're gonna do it, but I was like, hey, that's not, because I thought about it because I think that's what you do, right? When you go to Japan, you just stay with them.
Yep.
And you're in Tokyo proper.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're right there. So I was like, hey, that actually works out. That's not too bad.
Yeah, last trip I wanted to do that, like stay at the in-laws' place,
Yeah,
but
you
like
ended up
they
staying
weren't
at the
there
hotel.
yet. They were still in China, so like the
see.
services were still shut off, and like they need to be there to turn it back on type of scenario.
Got it. Hey, but maybe we'll. I mean, I'm not planning trips now because of the whole inflation, the oil, and all that. Everything is like super expensive. But maybe we can put a trip on the books one of these days again.
Yeah, parents still want to go on a trip with the whole family.
That's gonna be tough. I know they're leaving, or they already left.
They're already in Asia right now, I think.
In Asia, and then I'll go pick them up in May. I thought you were going to join them.
That's gonna be October.
Oh, that's October, so that's already booked.
Not yet. I'm still trying to figure out the dates for everything because it's a multi-city trip.
Oh, okay.
At least for me and my wife.
Yeah, you're going to Shanghai Disneyland.
Yep,
think
we're
that's
gonna
your
go
big highlight.
Hong Kong Disneyland, Shanghai Disneyland, and then Beijing to hang out with my wife's relatives.
All right. Sounds pretty good.
So I guess that's on my agenda this week is to finalize the dates.
Yeah, it's already April. It's going to be May soon, so
Yeah.
not too far off. Hopefully your prices aren't too crazy right now.
Yeah, we have to make it back before the Pokemon Night Out event.
Okay.
That's the Pokemon rave that they have officially. that's in LA.
You're going to the Pokemon rave? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, my friends are interested, and so I
Okay.
got us tickets.
You definitely gotta tell. I gotta look this up or tell me more about it when it actually does happen.
Yeah, I'm a little
Pokemon
weirded
rave.
out by it because there's
It's,
gonna be like kids there
that
or
doesn't make
teenagers
sense to
there.
me, but okay, okay. Pokemon official Pokemon rave.
Yeah, they call it Pokemon Night Out.
Okay.
There's
Did
two
not-
locations,
did not
one in
know that.
LA and the other one's in London.
All right. Very interesting. I would have never known.
I just saw it in my
but
email one day, so
I, whatever makes money, I guess it seems kind of weird, but
I agree.
I will check that out and see. I don't know what you're gonna rave to. Pokemon 8-bit music from their games.
I don't know. They have DJ Marshmello and I think Alice from Wonderland as the other artist there.
Okay, all right. But yeah, that's a wrap for this week. So I'll catch you at the end, back at home, when this trip concludes. Okay.
Okay, I'm going back to Baldur's Gate 3.
All
I'm
right, man.
finally
All
playing
right.
it.
Yeah, enjoy it. It's a long one, but just enjoy
Yeah.
it. Otherwise, I'll catch you next Sunday.
Yep.
Yep.
Hopefully, I'll be healthier.
Definitely. All right. Get well soon. I'll talk
Thank
to you
you.
again.
Enjoy
in a week.
Hawaii.
Yep.